a show which seeks to inspire, inform, and motivate the next generation of creatives in various fields and what it takes to make it. On today's episode, we have King Bill, a digital marketing guru, visual specialist, and artist manager. One of his clients, Water, a Namibian-based artist, won a Metro FM last year in the Best of Africa category. In this episode, King Bill talks on his motivation to become an artist manager, qualities he looks for in an artist, and what he hopes should improve in the industry. Enjoy.
So I think it actually started a really long time ago. I've always loved music. At some point, I really could sing, but then life kicked in. But I've always found myself supporting musicians and artists and creatives and creative initiatives, and just always trying to be a pioneer of. I've pioneered so many things in Bulawayo. So I guess even me becoming an artist manager was like a part of that. Like I really like being innovative and moving forward in that pioneering mindset. So coupled with just what I've been doing for years, because I can remember Murphy Cubic used to come to my house at some point a long time ago. I don't even know how long ago. Like we were in our teens, I think. So maybe that must have been almost 20 years ago. Yeah. So Murphy Cubic used to come to my house. His brother was one of my friends, and I used to do these things called greenhouse mic sessions, where I'd have like 20 people in one small room, and we would be playing using a laptop and speakers, and then people would be freestyling to that, and sometimes would record those things using whatever was there. I don't know what was there. I think it was like digital cameras at that time or something. A lot of really talented young people came out from those things. I remember of Scotty JR. I remember of Murphy Cubic. Even Nathan Cheddar, Gorilla came through. A lot of people. And so it started really a long time ago, and I've been somehow in the music industry for a really long time. Either events or something related to music. So it was a natural shift for me, I think, because now I've got somewhat of a strong network, so I can leverage that network to promote someone. Yeah, and I guess for me to adopt the title of artist manager, it was really like something I took up this year, because when I went to Namibia, to be honest, I wasn't expecting to work with the record label that I'm working with in the capacity that I have and do all the things that I've done. So when I round up all the operations and everything that happened, the most plausible name to call myself is an artist manager. And it seems to be something I do really well. So yeah, I stay there. So to answer your question more directly and lastly, what motivated me? I think first of all, creating structure, I think motivated me. In the music industry, having it being bankable, and the bottom line is so that everyone can eat. What do I look for in an artist that I choose to work with? Actually, that's a very, very, very good question. Because Mina, personally, I look for a lot of things, and key thing amongst those is personality. Like I always say to a lot of artists that I work with, like, hey, bro, like there's so many of what you're doing out there. There's so many saxophonists, there's so many incredible pianists, there's so many amazing vocalists, there's so many, but there's not enough good people, So I really value a person's heart, and I really value a person's uh, level of commitment and dedication, and also a person's ability to block out the noise. Um, you don't want to work. I personally don't want to work with an artist who's got who's like a, what do you call it? That small bird who's like a hummingbird, who just floats around and goes from flower to flower, getting whatever they can get from each person, just because they know them. And there are artists who are like that. They will come to you, they will get, ask you to help them with one particular part of a project or something. And then they'll disappear, and then you hear they're working with this other person next time, and then they'll disappear, and then so there are people like that in the industry. So I like to really take my time and find out what kind of a person that person is. So I invest a lot of time in people. I'm the type of person who just ngena into mchova, figure lapha wherever the artist or the person is, and I get to have a vibe of who that person is. And I won't lie, yeah, like there's there's not many people I want to work with, let's just say that. uh I think the easiest part here actually is the creation of the content, which is quite interesting, because a lot of people would beg to differ, like to say, um Obulawayo, like Agula Luto, there's blah blah blah. But actually, Mina, I'm not just a music, a muser. Like, I'm not just into music. I'm into art itself. So when I partake of certain spaces in Bonegulama, textures, different textures like rusticness, there's different forms to every item or location. So it's easy here for us to create content. It's easy for us to shoot videos. It's easy for us to create music. It's easier actually here for us to collaborate, because we are so within each other's proximity. But also, I think that's also the hardest part about managing an act here. Um, it's easy for us to do the music here in Bulawayo, but it's hard for us to get the music out to the rest of Zimbabwe, because whether you choose to like it or not, the musical experience in Zimbabwe is a curated experience. There are people who like certain sounds, and then they just happen to be disc jockeys, so they will then choose to say, okay, I want this song to be on, you know, and that's how it works, you know. It's not really a favoritism or a nepotism or whatever ism. No, it's literally about taste. If you put an old woman as a disc jockey, I swear to God, you'll start to hear more oldies type music on the radio. Yeah, well. So it's just about taste right now. So what we are trying to do is we are trying to curate more experiences which are deliberate and which are more focused on the people and what they like and what they want. Dope. Yeah, I think my what I want to see improved in the industry, it's a cash flow issue, bro. I really want people. I know, like, recently there's been a lot of talk about the economy being more like of a creative economy. I want to see more cash flow coming in to our industry, and I want it to be a very viable industry, because I know it is. The levels of talent that not only exist here but are from here are just mind-boggling. It's And worse off with the international exposure now. Like, Zimbabwean music is just next level. So yeah, I just want us here to know that it is an incredible tool that we can use to really promote our country to the rest of the world, and also not just promote our country, but celebrate our culture, and also what I realized is with music, as you continue to make music, you start to shape the sound according to what you assume is the culture of the now, like what is the tone of society right now. So we as musicians and creatives are the ones ultimately who start to shape the culture. So imagine the importance of those types of people. If you really empower them, not financially, resourcefully, like if you really give people resources, like if artists had top of the line studios to go in and record in, like for free, for sure, like, or rather for a subsidized fee where you pay like a monthly. I know people want to work every day, um, so I'm saying a lot, but like I'm actually saying too little, yeah. I just want our fathers to give us money so that we can make them proud. That's all I want. To an aspiring artist manager, you already know yourself. I think that's the word of inspiration. Yeah, that is the word of inspiration. You already know yourself. You know your capability. So just do that continually. Yeah. And I guess I'm adding on a little bit, but like, just do good. Be honest, do good. Don't steal, don't kill, don't cheat, don't lie. Just do good. Be a really good human being and seek to change lives and impact communities. Don't seek to make a profit, you know. It'll make you seem like a fool in society, and it'll downgrade your status a lot for a bit. Because once it hits, bro, once it really hits, you fly. And all those years of hard work and dedication are actually like testimonies, you know. That's the things you look back at and be like, oh snap, like I went through that. So keep going. It's your boy King Bill, artist manager, graphic designer, and marketing connoisseur of note from beautiful sunny Bulawayo. Big shout out to the hub. Big shout out to everybody who's gonna listen to this. I hope you're inspired. MashaAllah.
Thank you for tuning in. Keep it locked in for more episodes. Like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on all socials at The Hub Online Mag for all things entertainment and culture.